So what I would probably recommend, the first thing I would do is before you start reaching out to anyone, so it's a brand new account, so there's no posts.
Yeah, I had one post out there yesterday.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the first thing that I would do is I would align it right away with your efforts that you're doing in LinkedIn first. I would get a good base following of maybe 1 or 2 months at least of posts because to get follows back maybe from related businesses, if they see that it's empty and there's no information whatsoever, it's going to be a lot hard. You're not going to get a lot
Yeah.
of follows back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And as a newer account, you're going to be limited in how many people you can follow at one time. It's the ratio we don't use that strat. I mean, we don't. Our accounts are old. They're aged. We don't need to do that. But new accounts, when we're growing a new account, what we'll do is we'll say, okay, maybe like every week we'll send out X number of requests. So just pick a number like 25 or 50 that are strategic and relevant, so then what I would do is if they're not following back, give it like a month. And if they don't follow back, to then just resend that request and then move on to the next person. That's what I would do. But what will happen is by aligning it with your LinkedIn, you'll see natural organic growth that will kind of happen on its own. Exactly. Exactly.
We always say when you start something new, you go through this period of foundation building, and Instagram is highly visual, and
Yes.
people will click and they will expect to see at least 10 pieces of
Oh
content,
yeah.
if not more, in the thing. So I wouldn't even start being.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of
Yeah.
doing. I was saying
Yeah.
that yesterday. I gotta put some content.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have good
Yeah.
instincts.
Yeah. What I would also do is do a combo of reels and stories and posts, all three.
Yeah.
And the stories, what we find is really great is sometimes, and again, some of the stuff, because like we have clients that are B2B and it's boring as anything, but it's relevant to that audience. And then we have B2C clients, we can do a lot more, more fun type stuff. But what we find is when you take stories and then group them and then create almost like the themes of stories, that tends to do well too, because what that will do is, especially on the B2B side, someone will come to your Instagram account and then they'll see kind of clusters of like, oh, this business this is one focal point of their business, this is a second, this is a third.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can go a long way leveraging what you already have.
Oh, absolutely.
Your website.
Oh yeah, case studies you might have,
Yeah.
old pieces of content, old white paper. See, that's the thing. When it's a new audience, no one knows if it's not
Right.
date specific, you can absolutely recycle, through all of your platforms. So